The following program is a live podcast with hospitality individuals and chefs who are real people. Topics may include drinking, occasional vitamin use, choreographed violence, Appalachian humor, politics, comic books, ghosts, overindulgence, polyamory, theft, obstruction of justice, bleeding wounds, and more. These things some people may find offensive, but are not limited to what may offend some people but not others. The show does occasionally use language that would be not safe for work. But it's how real people talk, and like we said in the first line of the warning, these are real people. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please call our comment line at 860-744-4767. Thank you.
Don't smell like a turtle cage.
I must have drank me about 15 Dr. Peppers.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost.
We are a rescue team, not assassins.
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes. Somebody open the window.
I have to ask you this to your knowledge. Does Hulk Hogan stuff his tank?
He needs to.
His penis is too small?
I've seen him in the shower.
He's got a little penis.
Nice muscles, Tyler, dude.
I actually give a whole talk about treating our work like an athletic event. And when you see it that way, it doesn't mean you don't have fun. And I mean, having a shift drink and hanging with the people you just did battle with should never be taken away. But I mean, what's wrong with like calling that out a little bit? It almost feels like our industry is growing up a little bit. And I know it's easy to hold on to what was and to really glorify it. And I liked the School of Hard Knocks. I liked how hard life was. I felt like I was doing something not a lot of people could handle. But it doesn't mean it needs to be the norm. And I think that to have that stuff challenged, I don't think is that awful.
I admit I don't look like the athlete of the day supposed to look. My belly's just a little big, my hand is just a little big, but brother, I am bad and they know I'm bad. And there were two bad people. One was John Wayne and he's dead, brother, and the other one's right here.
If you just shut the fuck up for 30 seconds, you might learn something.
Welcome to Plumluvfoods Live, #1 live digital audio industry show for chefs by chefs. Hosted by multi-time Food Network winner and award-winning chef, Chef Plum, and culinary veteran, star of the Food Saver commercial, Chef Jeff. So wrap, date, and rotate because the boys are about to set your Nissan flaws. Here are the Good Brothers.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? It's Thursday night, and you know how we get down here. It's Plumluvfoods. It's 10 p.m. on the East Coast. It's 7 p.m. on the West Coast, and it's about to go down on Plumluvfoods. We got a great program this evening. I'm excited to be here. I know you're excited to be here because it's Thursday. Maybe not with us, but you're listening. Maybe you're closing up your station. Maybe you're finishing up work. Maybe you're grabbing that cocktail. That's all good because tonight we got a great show. Our good friend Street Leafs Johnny is here talking about his brand new store, Farm and Forage. We're excited to talk to him a little bit more about that later on tonight. That's going to be good stuff. We cannot wait. He's got a lot of fun stuff going on. Plus, tonight, guys, we're going to taste a $300 melon. Oh, I said it, a $300 melon. We're going to taste that shit live on the air. I cannot wait. Shout out to Vanessa. How are you, my friend? Nice to see you. And you want to know what time it is in Djibouti, Africa? Let me tell you what. I don't know what time it is in Djibouti, Africa. All I know is that I'm a big fan of Djibouti. All right, too easy, I guess. Anybody could have done that. Joining me, as always, sitting here in the big chair is a father of 17 children. He is a COVID survivor. He is a chef. He is what we call the people chef all across America. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chef Jeffy. There he is, sitting here with me. There he is. Hey, buddy, what's going on?
What's going on? Listen, I'm loving life. I'm feeling great right now.
Your microphone sucks.
I'm dressed like I'm on. My microphone sucks?
Yeah, you're so quiet. It's just hard to hear you.
You can't hear me?
It's better when you do that. Oh, you should do that the whole time. Yo, turn me up my headphones.
Hello? Turn me up my headphones, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Turn me up my headphones. Where's your good mic?
Listen. Where's my? I have lots of mics, but they don't work. I have an iPad right now. My computer took a shit.
Oh, so, you're on the iPad. That's what it is.
Let me shoot. Like I have these. I have this headphones. You want to try these ones?
It might work a little better because I make sure it doesn't like jingle here. So Jeffy's going to work on that and get that worked out. Also sitting in the other chair right here beside us, ladies and gentlemen, is our producer extraordinaire, the one only Chef Dan. Dan, what's up, buddy?
Yo, what's up, man? I'm here. I'm rocking.
What's the microphone supposed to sound like? There we go.
I got my microphone. Yep, I'm ready. For once, I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to go. I'm pumped, man. Let's go.
Bro, we're about to taste a $300 melon tonight.
Woo, yo, anytime I get to taste something new, I'm excited. Anytime I get eat something like exotic, I'm excited. So I can't wait. That thing, it's cold. It's juicy. It's delicious. I'm excited.
You haven't tasted it yet, have you?
Yo, listen, man. I'm not going to tell you one way or the other. I know I'm excited for the next bite.
Anthony's chiming in on the Instagram. He says, if you bought a $300 melon, I'll sell you a bridge that goes from Manhattan to Brooklyn. It's awesome. It's all to you cheap. All right, well, shout out to Anthony. We'll look out for him. Also checking in is the real Jeff Spencer, checking in from Chef Prasad's dinner. Yo, shout out to Chef Prasad. I wish you could have been there tonight. I've been out of town, which we're going to talk about here in a minute, which is why I couldn't be at Prasad's dinner. But the plan is to be at one of Chef Prasad's dinners very, very soon. You know who Chef Prasad is, right, Dan? Down there in New Canaan, Connecticut.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Is he doing dinners again? So he's doing
these dinners, has guest chefs, and he's been asking for it to come down and check it out. I really want to go check. He's a fucking talented chef, a really good brother.
Indian chef, right?
Yeah.
I met him when we did the competition. When I won it, the year I won it, he did some scallops. Yeah. He was great. He was awesome, man. Yo, cool guy. He was all about showing me some stuff. He was dope. Yeah, actually, they need to get up with him. That's awesome.
I just saw your ticker. Will Plum barbecue and ostrich? What the fuck?
I don't know. I'm just saying, hey, anything can happen at Mohegan Sun. Now, you gonna be there? You know what I'm saying? I'll just show up. It's always possible.
Jeff, what are you eating?
Nothing.
Oh no, Jeff might be ruining everything. Yo, Jeff Spencer chiming on Instagram. Jeffy, please say what's up to Prasad for us. We miss him, and I will be in touch with him soon. Please tell him that for me, because he's always asking me, and I need to get down there and say what's up to him. He is the best. And tell Andrew Dominic, who's also the food ninja himself, tell him we said what's up. He says what's up, dogs. Us chiming in on Instagram as well. Gentlemen, wow, what an exciting weekend. Happy to be back here with you guys hanging out, getting ready for summertime. I got to go spend the afternoon today because it was so nice outside. My wife and I went out and had a little cup of cocktails and some pizza at our favorite pizza place. Good old days. It was amazing. Had a great time. It's nice to have nice weather out there. But this past weekend, boys, as we talked about last week on this program, I was a judge at the National Pro Star Invitational down in Baltimore. The Pro Star program, for those of you who don't know, is a high school culinary program where all of the National Pro Star Invitationals, where all these high school programs across the country compete at a state level to choose a winner. There's multiple programs per state. They choose a winner, and then the winners get the opportunity to come and compete on the national level, which happened to be in Baltimore this year. And then we had 48 teams, and I'll tell you what, I posted on Instagram.
From each state? So it's like one team from each state?
That's right, one from each state. Yep. From every state that's participating in Pro Star programs. They have a
chance
to
do this. What loser states didn't come?
I don't know off top. I should look that up. I'm not sure.
Why you got to put them down, man? Maybe they don't got a good program.
Yeah, maybe they're
I'm sorry.
Or maybe we could reach. Maybe we could reach out and figure out why they don't have a program and get them involved next year.
That's right.
So
I'll tell you, man.
Smart.
There it is. I tell you, I can't emphasize enough how good of hands our industry is in after watching this competition and being a part of it. It's so emotional. It's so fun. Such talented people there. I mean, they're doing dishes that I couldn't dream of doing when I was their age. And they work so hard. They have 1 hour to do 3 courses, right? No electricity, no running water, and they can't. And all they have to work with is 2 butane burners, and they do it, by the way, in front of massive crowds of people. It's insane. Literally, the Texas team, like we talked about last week, they come out chanting "Deep in the Heart of Texas." They kept this year. They were singing. There's 150 people singing "Deep in the Heart of Texas." They had a whole chant going. It was one team, one dream, one team, one. It was crazy. Ohio was there. They're all doing the whole it's like the Ohio State football chant. OH, OH. It is nuts.
And it sounds intense.
Oh, it was incredible. I was on the floor. I was what they call a floor judge. There's 40 judges. I was on the floor getting to judge their culinary skills, their menu, how they work as a team. Really, really amazing. And getting the chance to give feedback to these kids was pretty awesome. But one of the fun things that happened over this past weekend, the Pro Start team reached out to me, their social media team, and said, Chef, would you mind doing a couple of videos so we could put together a little short of like kind of behind the scenes as a judge? And I was like, well, yeah, of course. I'd be happy to do that stuff. So I want to show you guys that video right now. It's pretty fun. It's exciting. It's awesome. It's a great way to show kind of how things work. So check this out here. This is a day in the life of a Pro Start judge.
All right, what's going on, Pro Start? I'm Chef Plum here live at Nipsey. I'm one of the judges. I'll be on the floor this year. We're in Baltimore, Maryland for Nipsey. That's the National Pro Start Invitational. This is the real deal. This is the true culinary sport that we're looking at right now. It's so fun to watch. It's like the Olympics for Pro Start. Chef Cherie Mooney. Honestly, Chef, what does this whole event mean to you?
It's just an inspiration for me and the students to come here and
she's one of the lead judges.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, here with Chef Justin Reed. This guy's awesome. He's been around the block a long time. He's been a judge for so many years. Chef, what are you looking forward to in this competition?
I look forward to all the high competition and everybody bringing their game tomorrow.
What's up, Pro Start? Right now, we're doing our judge picture, as you can see.
This is our training we do.
All right, Pro Start Nation, this is day 2. It's starting. This is live from the floor here right now. The judges had to report at 7 a.m. So we're here at 7 a.m. ready to rock and roll.
Sexy
toque. We're really excited to see you all today. Remember, teamwork, take care of each other. It's your boy Chef Plum. We are hanging out here on the floor. I've got 2 of our judges here with us. Guys, we got Chef Matt, Chef Ann. What are you guys looking for, Ann, specifically? Matt, come out here. What are you looking for?
Well, here I'm looking at everybody working so diligently. I get to taste it.
Yeah, you're in the tasting room, right? Yeah. And Chef Matt, what are you looking for out here?
I'm looking for composure. I'm looking for teams that have practiced. I'm looking for them to know what they're doing and be comfortable because I know they're under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And there was kind of the day in the life of a judge at the Pro Start. I'll tell you, man, what an amazing event to be a part of, and truly, truly a privilege to be a part of. Helping some of these chefs of the future, handling what they're doing and showcasing what they've done. And they work so hard on it, Jeff. Like some of these teams, they've been together since September, and they do that menu 3 or 4 times a week. That's what they do to get it down perfect, because they have to get it down. Listen, they have an hour. After that time is up, every 15 seconds past that hour, they lose a quarter point. And the difference between first place and second place, 2 points. I mean, it's first place and last place, 2 points.
So it's a point a minute.
Basically, yeah. It can kill you. If you don't get it out there, it'll kill you. So it's a lot of work. It's very, very intense. Really cool competition. So happy to be a part. Shout out to National Restaurant Association's Education Foundation and Pro Start for having me. Cannot wait. Hopefully get a chance to go back again next year. Really awesome. A cool opportunity to take that time to help out with the future of this industry. And like I said, I've witnessed it firsthand. It's in good shape. That's how I feel about it, Dan.
That's awesome. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier today, and your excitement level is like peaked. You love being in that environment. You love seeing the young kids, because as fathers, we all have this need to want to help and want to see them thrive. And it's like seeing that, and you're like, oh man, this is beautiful. It's like seeing them working hard, knowing what they're going in for, knowing what they're working for. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing just to see how much because they work so hard on it. That's the thing. And like I said, the difference between first place and last place, it's like 2 points, 2.5 points or something.
Crazy.
It's remarkable. So everything matters. And they are judged on everything from their menu to how they cost their menu to their sanitation to their uniforms. They all look proper. They look the right way, to obviously the tasting of the menus. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, they have to do knife cuts. Like they have to choose their knife cuts and say them out front, and they have to give 2 different versions, like small dice and brunoise. Okay, they have to give a little small dice and brunoise so they can be checked. It's nuts.
Oh wow, that too. That's wild. I didn't know that. That's just snuck that in there. So then they have to do knife cuts. Shit. Wow.
Well, the knife cuts are in there. Whatever's in their dish, they have to show.
No, I get it. So part of what their dish is.
Right, and one of our good brother, Chef Matt, the Vagabond Chef. He was a knife cut judge this year, so he had to walk around and look at their knife cuts and measure them and then talk about them. Their sanitation is judged, like everything, sanitation and safety. One of the things I caught a team on this year was they had a full big mandolin and they had no guard on it, and they were trying to like sliver garlic out of it. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna need you guys to stop doing that real quick.
Yeah,
and I'm not a sanitation and safety judge, so I had to say, okay, just do me a favor, hang on. I had to go find one of them and tell them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because that's bold move. You can't. Yeah, that's hard. Especially obviously you're gonna have a good one, and it's just they slice themselves. It's done with. As a professional, you play with that. You go ahead and flirt with that line, but for that situation, they can't mess with that.
Been doing this 30 years. I'll still cut myself on a mandolin if I don't.
Yeah, like you take this part, you just like, and then this right here is just gone.
Yeah, that's it.
Just like,
that's it.
And it's just done.
100%. 100%. Vanessa's chiming in on Facebook. I don't know what that word is. That's not the fancy word. She likes to use fancy words, and I'm not sure.
Austere.
It's awesome that our watchers, our listeners are smarter than us. I think
that's such a big vocabulary, right?
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
That's all right.
We're learning.
Yeah,
smarter than you. We come here to learn.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Lots of people are smarter than me.
Also, very excited, you guys, coming up here. Our show, Restaurant Road Trip, nominated for 3 Emmys. Well, 2 Emmys, and then 1 for me as a host, which is crazy. So, I am now Chef, it's awesome. That's all I was say. I was going to say 6-time Emmy nominated, but I don't want to say that because we're not. But it's amazing, and we're hoping this year to take one home, which we're excited about.
Hell
yeah! We're all going to go and have a great time. Cannot wait. Jeffy's not going.
Yeah, well, I have certain amounts of responsibilities.
Is that official now?
I think it is.
Say it live.
It's official.
Wow. Do you realize that if we actually win and I go up and get on the mic, I'm going to announce your untimely demise?
And you know he is.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like,
I want everybody just to put their hands up real quick. Our good brother Chef Jeffy, one of our producers in the program, lost his life in a snow crabbing accident out in Alaska. We miss him very much. And this is for you, Jeffy.
Next year they're gonna give you like a fucking award. This one's for Jeffy.
We're gonna have the producer, the production supervisor of the year.
You guys are terrible.
First annual Jeff Barazzi Production Supervisor of the Year award.
What if I did die snow crabbing? Then you'd feel really bad.
This would be a whole tribute video with you with Sarah McLachlan playing in the background.
It just cuts to Michelle crying.
I love this. I'm in all the way in.
This is horrible.
I'm definitely not coming out.
I mean, do you know how funny that would be?
I think it would be great. People are just not going to know what to say.
I know.
You definitely should dedicate it to me too. I want a dedication and a moment of silence. Is what I think.
We get 25 seconds to talk if we win. So I'm going to be like, and this one goes out to our friend Chef Jeffy. He's one of our producers on our show. He died in a horrendous kite boating accident. He was kite boating. I'll just make up some shit that's not even real.
Once again, kite boating. He was hydro
sparring
diving?
partner. He was a sparring partner with Mike Tyson, and
he was burlap sacking again. When he burlap sacks, he gets out of control. It's not a good scene.
It's gonna be amazing.
He was in a really aggressive 3-legged race.
I mean, you think your field day is serious? Let me tell you something. You have no idea.
It is that time of the year. It was so third graders.
Terrible.
Right? Or should be something stupid like he was walking, stepped off a curb, and just I don't know the way he fell, his femur went right into his heart. Something just snapped. Just go into to make it super gory. Yeah, it punctured his came out about his fourth rib.
His hip came out of his socket and stabbed
right
him
here where the rib went.
You guys are awful. You guys are awful.
I'm gonna send the video to your wife. She'll start crying even though you're right there.
That's it. See, like everyone thinking I'm dead. Like I was in the chat. People are saying I'm dead now. Way to go.
Anthony's chiming. Jeff died in a horrible ping pong accident. Well, you can say it's horrible if you want to, Anthony, but we're not gonna say it's horrible. He was training for the Olympics. So
he was.
I've been sick a few times. And every time I have a bad day, I die. It's great.
If you don't make the show, we announce that you're dead.
Happens.
It's like it's dead to you.
Happens.
But Jeffy, you're the Jeffy, the all living. You always come back. That's why we love you.
The ever living.
You're fucking Mumra from Thundercats.
Dude, I love Mumra.
Awesome. So speaking of fun events coming up, also this Memorial Day, Dan, I'm excited about this one. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Your boy right here, one of the heavily featured homies at the Rose Soiree for Dan's Taste. There we go, right there. Very, very excited about this. Dan's Taste happening Memorial Day weekend, Sunday, May 26, 2024. Going to be a great event. The boys will be there. We cannot wait. We're doing an amazing Wagyu burger paired with some delicious rosé. And I think we're going to set some cameras up and we're going to live stream the entire thing just for fun. I can't wait for that.
I love it.
That's going to be a fun. If you look here, if you look at the participating restaurants, we're not a restaurant, but they still want to put a logo up for us. So we gave them the NWO awesome. Plumluvfoods logo. So there you go.
That's awesome.
Hell
that's
yeah.
May 26th. I think I'm also doing TV for that later in the month too. So I don't know when yet, but that's happening. So very, very exciting. If you're anywhere near the Hamptons, Southampton, we're going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. That right there, I think it's Bon Jovi's son. I learned. Did you guys know that? The guy beside me in that picture.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
wow.
I think it's his son. He has a rosé. The Hampton Waters is Bon Jovi's stuff. I didn't know that. I just learned.
Do you think he rides a steel horse?
Well, I don't know. All I know is that I definitely want some of that, whether I'm dead or alive.
Hey, oh.
Mm-hmm. Dan's confused. Dan doesn't know what's going on right now, which is what I love.
Yeah.
Dan,
I think that's a song.
Doesn't have a soul.
You
don't like Bon Jovi?
Kid, I think.
Dan's like, wait, that's not a Jodeci song. What you talking about?
Yeah, no, if it was in a movie.
There we go. Very, very exciting. And there you go, right there. Boom, right there.
Oh,
that's our Emmy
that's the
nomination.
Emmy we're going to take home. That's our
Boom.
Emmy. Boom.
Very excited. Hey, yo, if we get one, I'm telling you, I'm going to wear that shit around my neck. Johnny, don't leave. I'm about to introduce you. Where's he going?
Dead ass.
Just left. We're gonna wrap that around. Boom. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, very, very exciting about that.
Johnny left the green room,
which is great.
No, he's back.
Vagabond Chef's chiming in. Every rose does have its thorn. Yes, he does.
Every rose has
our friend Vanessa's chiming in on Facebook. Young Guns 2. By the way,
Young Guns 2. That's it. There we go.
Far superior to Young Guns 1. Young Guns 2. Far superior to Young Guns 1.
So much better.
They completely changed the storyline for. We're not even gonna get into that.
What? It's a great movie. It's awesome. And
yeah, but the storyline
they kill Bon Jovi in it. They kill Bon Jovi in it.
I mean,
yeah.
Very, very quickly. Joining us right now is a
awesome.
gentleman who himself has $300 melons. And not only that, he has some of the most amazing truffles, some of the most amazing fish, some of the most amazing beef.
Caviar.
We love this fish so much that we actually caught the first customer leaving the building after buying fish from Johnny.
Come on, ladies, £1 fish. Come on, ladies, £1 fish.
He was very excited. He was very excited about that fish. Ladies and gentlemen, friend to every chef working out in the East End of Long Island, out in the Hamptons and more, New York City, you name it. One of the original food hustlers on the planet. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome good brother, Street Leafs Johnny, to the program. There he is.
Hey, Johnny. My guy.
Johnny, what's up, buddy?
How are you guys?
Dude,
Thank you
we
so
are
much
doing
for having me.
fan-fucking-tastic. What an amazing weekend, man. Just awesome. Hanging in there, doing our thing, living the dream, brother. How are you?
Good. Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Listen, what we're really excited about here for you is that the new store is opening. So give us the lowdown really quick. Give us the abridged version before we go deeper into it.
Okay, so we're going to be doing a lot of the same stuff that we were doing at Hen of the Woods. Amazing ingredients. We're going to have prepared foods for locals. People want just cool ingredients, and then we're going to keep importing things from Europe, from Japan. You guys are trying the melons tonight.
Yeah.
But just all around cool stuff. We have a new location. So we're like 5 doors down, not a huge difference. We're still in Southampton, but we're like right across the street from Starbucks, really good area. And I think this summer, Southampton's coming to life because a lot of new businesses in town too.
It's taken some time, I feel like, for everybody to kind of recover from the pandemic. And I feel like that really kind of affected you a lot too, didn't it?
Yeah. I think everybody we kind of pivoted during COVID and it ended up being really good for us. But then things kept changing and I think things got a little bit tougher the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But I learned a lot for sure. And I think businesses that were able to keep adapting, it's difficult for sure, but we love what we do. So yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the funnest things to talk about with you, Johnny, is some of those specialty things that you have that not everybody else has, like these crazy specialty things that you get that not everybody else gets. Talk about some of those specialty things and some of those hard to get items that you have that nobody else has. I know I bought an amazing truffle from you before.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. We do a lot of truffles. So we just finished the Paraguay season. Went super late this year, but we do summer truffles, white truffles. We do all kinds of things for chefs. So if you're coming into town, usually most chefs seems like you try to bring as much stuff as you can because the Hamptons is like, when you get out east, there's not a ton of resources. We try to have everything that somebody might need, which, we'll have all kinds of spices, different companies, different regions, different sources, fresh produce from the farms. The new name is Farm and Forage. So
Yeah.
we really want to highlight all of that. So local farms, stuff from, that we go out and forage, but also just across the country. Fishermen that are in the area, international stuff, just cool stuff. And we really try to, if a chef comes out, we try to do a quick turnaround. If you need something the next day, we could pretty much get most likely anything you're looking for.
That's great. And I noticed on the website too, you're working with some pretty great local places. Our friends over at Boston Farm, love those guys. So we're gonna have like just regular produce there from the farm as well.
Yes. So we're gonna have weekly. It's gonna change every week. At least 1 or 2 farms, and then like probably 3 or 4. Once it kicks off, it's hard to keep up. But Halsey Farm, Balsam Farm. We want to get some of the meats from Eight Hands Farm on the North Fork.
Oh,
That's
nice.
incredible.
Like local meat.
Local meat, yeah. We're gonna have there's a fisherman in Alaska, Kyle, and we're gonna have his frozen. Right now it's sockeye salmon, halibut, black cod. That's like unbelievable. And then king salmon is gonna start to. Yeah, a lot of cool
So
stuff.
even the frozen stuff, like how do you feel about this? Is the frozen stuff, do you feel like it loses any kind of its, I don't know, like quality in being frozen or no? Because I think it's a big question a lot of people have.
Well, we had seen like most of the stuff on the market isn't very good, but the stuff that they catch, they get back to shore, they freeze it almost immediately.
Right.
So the quality is insane.
Is this Salmon and Sable? The company is it Kyle's?
Yeah.
The Salmon,
Is it
yeah,
really?
yeah. It's friends of we've had them on this show actually.
I don't
a long time ago.
know. It might be a different company.
Is it?
I don't know. Yeah, no, we just knew somebody in Alaska that was on this show that lives in Alaska part time and lives in Hawaii the other half of the time, and he like catches all the fish you're mentioning, and he said that's exactly what they do. They bring it to the shore, they butcher it, and vac pack it and flash freeze it and get it out like
immediately
as soon as they can. Yeah. It's really great. I've had the black cod. It's amazing. I get it. I've had it like several times now, and it's like top notch black cod. It's really wonderful. And honestly, black cod's frozen 90% of the time. So when you know you're getting it from a great source and it's that fresh, it's really.
Right.
I'm not playing around. It's like beautiful.
So Johnny, talk about like pricing. How does the pricing work for stuff like this? Because obviously you have things that are very expensive, of course, but as far as like pricing on some of the produce from the farm and stuff like that, very competitive. I'm hoping.
Pretty much. I mean, when it comes to farm produce, we try to keep it reasonable. Lettuces, greens, like anything local, pretty much. We want to make it so it's kind of grab and go. Like you don't have to come in and worry about, what you're going to get charged on it. And then if it's anything specially that's just hard for us to keep or just like very difficult to find, that's kind of the more expensive.
That makes sense.
We want to make it so that like, especially local people, summer comes, most of the places just raise the prices like crazy. And at the end of the day, it's like we can't really keep up. Like some people have no budget, and then other customers, it's like a normal situation. And we just want to we don't want anybody to stop coming in because of the summer prices.
Yeah. So are you going to have like an in-house chef too?
We are. So we have Chef Anna Lembo. She's a private chef mainly. And then she came in as a customer about 3 years ago. And then basically we just come in, buy ingredients. And she's been our chef last year at Hen of the Woods, and she's coming back for this summer. And
That's
she's
great.
incredible.
You should talk to our friend Chef Dan here, our producer. He runs a high-end grocery store as it is here in Connecticut, and with some incredible ingredients himself. He's a chef there, so Talk to Dan. He'll come work for you.
I
You
will.
gotta pay him. You gotta pay him well.
He's been to the pantry. We got some fantastic mushrooms. It was great.
Oh, yeah, that was amazing.
They were fantastic. And we had some amazing. He showed up. This was before he had the store. He showed up. He was like, "I'm gonna come to you." I was like, "What are you talking about? You gonna come to me?" He's like, I'm like, "Aren't you in Long Island?" "Nah, I got you, bro. Where you at? What you want? I'll come." And I was like, "All right." Well, he's like, "I got this dope olive oil and I got these mushrooms." I'm like, "Oh, all right. I'm down with both. We can take care of that." So he comes down. He pulls up. He comes inside. I meet him. We shake hands. Great guy. We go outside. He pops the trunk. Boom. Just the most gorgeous set of mushrooms you will ever see. And I'm like, holy shit, man. You just driving around with this? He's like, yeah, man, I do what I got to do. My man's a hustler. He's been doing this since day one. It's a beautiful thing.
Thank you so much. That was like before COVID. It feels like such a different time, but that's mushrooms was the start. And so that's always going to be the focus for sure.
I think we should cut that for you and just give it to you to put on the website. Just Dan saying that. That's hilarious.
The mushrooms are beautiful.
Thank
gorgeous.
you.
So sticking with still having great mushrooms and that sort of stuff as well.
Yeah. Like mushrooms, I don't know what it is. Like originally I started as a farmer years ago, and it was vegetables and produce. Started growing mushrooms, and I think like a lot of the mushrooms on the market just are not, they arrive to you and they're not in good condition.
Yeah.
Those are the truffles, beautiful. Like I always love stuff like that because, you get anywhere else and the quality is not good. And I never understood it because some stuff, the product will arrive in perfect condition, but mushrooms, it seems like people have the most problems with.
Well, the second they get wet, they're just fucked and they travel. The second they get wet, they're just fucked. And
Lion's mane is terrible.
Well, I remember I've actually to bring up. I've actually got some great lion's mane from him before. I think John, I got some lion's mane from you a couple of years ago, and it's just you're right. This is just it's such high quality shit. And what I love about it too is that you're getting it from somebody who cares about it, because you care very, very deeply about how these things, what they look like, and how they. I mean, even when you were driving around, shit in the trunk, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It's the most important part of it. Yeah. Jeff, you've been working with Johnny for a long time, man.
Yeah, I think me and Johnny have known each other for at least 4 or 5 years now, maybe a little longer. Since I was at the old apartment in Manhattan, and I was introduced to him from, I think it was from Makuni or somebody like that told me and Yair about you. I can't remember who told us about you, but someone told us about him. They were like, "Oh, if you need morels, this guy has a bunch of morels and he forages all sorts of stuff. You hit him up, he'll get you all sorts of shit. He's crazy." And I'm like, "Oh, I love crazy people. What's up?" So I called him, and then he showed up and he came up to the apartment. I made him drink a beer, and I think I was like, he had like a few sips of it, and I'm like, "What? You don't want it?" He's like, "Oh, not really. I'm sorry." It's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to force this on you." And, I talked his ear off for maybe a half hour.
Wait, you did? No.
Yeah, no. And then, then after that, I just started calling him all the
sarcasm
time.
There, does he?
I would, I love it, but I would call him all the time. And the thing about Johnny that's great is that he loves the challenge of like I would read some crazy shit on Instagram and then call him up and be like, "Johnny, I just seen these apples. They're red inside. I need them. I need red inside apples. Where are they at? Where can you find them?" And he's like, "What are they called?" And I'm like, "Mountain somethings. I don't know. You gotta help me out." And then I'm like, "Also, have you ever gotten I'll be like, maple blossoms?" And he'll be like, "Actually, I do know a guy." And I'll be like, "Cool. Could you get me maple blossoms and this?" And he'll be like, "I'll call you back in an hour." And then he would like call me back, and then I'd be like, "Cool." Then I would tell my boss, "Yeah, Street Leaf Johnny's stopping by." And they'd be like, "Who?" And I'd be like, "Street Leaf Johnny, don't worry, it's my dude." And then I would come in the house with like a box of like all this like crazy shit, and he'd end up getting me like linden blossoms and wild forage, you name it. He's gotten it for me over the
Johnny,
years.
where do you find this stuff when Jeff hits you up for questions like that, or Chef says, where do you find it?
It's all over. It's like even for the store now, I'm like, we have like probably more than 50 suppliers, and it could be just one item from a person. And I'm sure it's ridiculous the amount of time, like just the text like daily just to bring stuff in. But it's so much, because now we buy sometimes from the bigger companies, and it's like it's easy, but it's so much better to get from the smaller guys who are just doing a couple of things. It's like, I like doing it. And the qualities, and you find things that you're never going to get from a big company. They
100%.
just can't move it.
Now, you ever thought about shipping any of this stuff?
We do ship a little bit, but we don't have it's really just me doing a lot of these things. So it's like, if it's a good client or like a big order, I can do it. But yeah,
Our friend, the Vagabond Chef down in West Virginia, is chiming me on Facebook. He goes, "That's sick. He loves hearing these stories, and he's a chef who loves stuff like that." I was like, "If you ever want something, I can tell him to call you, reach out to you. He's a great chef down there." And,
thank you.
In a few months, he's about to be really, really busy. So,
I will. Yeah, we'll try. We always try to help. Like usually, we can get it done, especially like last minute. If someone needs it.
Let's talk about some of the more expensive ingredients in your store. Because this is just one of those things I think for the average person who's not a chef who, listen, this is kind of it's one of those fun things. I think people think is, oh my God, how much is that? What are you talking about? Like, talk about how much a truffle costs. Talk about some of the more expensive things you have in the store.
So the truffles, you have summer truffles, which are great because they're like, $15, $20 an ounce. Like they're super low price and you can use them. And then you get to like the Paragords, which are 45, 60, 75 an ounce. The white truffles, minimum, you're talking 125 an ounce wholesale. But like realistically for what people want, the best pieces, 250 an ounce. And there's ones up there at 325, 400 an ounce, depending on the season. So that's a couple thousand a pound for.
So if you get one of those in, do you have it? And like, will you cut pieces of it for people or no?
No. I mean, it have to be an emergency, but you want the whole piece, and then you have to move it within a week. The white truffle will legit. It'll go from excellent to just good in a week, and the next week it's completely useless.
Damn.
And then there's the Japanese fruit, which it's different for Americans because it's like in Japan, it has such a high value for giving as gifts to your in-laws, your parents, your bosses, as a sign of respect. So they really, what you guys are having tonight, the Japanese melon, they really try to perfect it, kind of as with everything. But instead of growing 20 melons, they'll grow one melon on a vine. They'll cut the others.
No way. So then the vine just focuses on that one melon. Is that the idea?
Yeah. It'll get all the energy.
Yield is like so nothing on it. Jeff, you gotta watch your move with that mic, buddy. Every time you move, we hear it.
Jesus.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Yep.
How about now? Is that better?
Well, we'll see. But like, that's crazy, man. They cut them off and just let them grow like that. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about this melon. So let me get Dan up here too, so we can all talk about it. Johnny, so I've got this melon right here. You guys can see it. I got a piece of it right here. First thing I like to point out is the outside of that melon right there. Look at that color and look at that texture on that melon. Can you talk about that at all for us?
Yeah, so it's interesting. This is called a muskmelon. And in Japan, there are different of these kind of things. They look like a cantaloupe. The DNA is different. The crown melon in Japan can be grown by basically anybody and exported. The muskmelon in this particular prefecture,
there we go.
It can only be exported by this one farmer. He's the only one who has the license.
One guy?
It's a single farmer. And basically there'll be different grades, but this grade of the melon is the top grade that exists. Like it's perfect in every way. In the shape, they're all consistent. And so even the webbing on the outside, the farmers are so skilled at this one farm that they could actually create any kind of design they want on that.
What?
Look how perfectly spaced it is.
Oh wow! I noticed that. I was like, that was the first thing I actually noticed. I said the plum guy, he was cutting it for me. I was like, yo,
look how they come wrapped.
I don't think it grows like that though, Jeff.
No, but this is how they package. Like when you cut it,
they can imagine they can grow it with the wrapping on it.
You can grow it with that wrapper, and it grows the sticker on it too.
It grows a gold ribbon.
That's amazing.
So before we jump into this melon, Giant, tell a little bit like okay, so what does it sell for, and how do you eat it any differently? Like, a lot of times I think about you spoon out the seeds and all that sort of stuff. And last question for me to ask you about that. I saved some of the seeds. My wife's a massive gardener. Can we plant them?
Okay, so you could plant them for sure, and they'll grow. You could even get close to, like, if you want to say 6 melons grow on one vine, you can literally cut it back. We've never done it, but you can probably get close to like an amazing melon.
Okay.
I think this is pretty much like an heirloom. Like it's one of you're gonna get more flavor on this melon than others. In Japan, when it gets to auction, these melons can go anywhere from $400 US up to $1,000 plus.
Oh my God.
It depends on everything, but the goal of them is to create the sweetest, juiciest melon possible. That's what they're trying to do.
And how many of these will you carry in the store at once?
We brought in this last shipment about 20 of them. And the next shipment is going to be right before Memorial Day. We'll probably bring in the same amount, but they'll go quicker. It'll be, it'll be better for sure.
Are they year round?
They're probably 9 months out of the year.
Say it again. Sorry, somebody interrupted you.
I think they're going to be 9 months out of the year they're getting up to.
And do you eat like you take the seeds out of most melons? Can you take the seeds out of this one too, or no? Do you eat them?
You scoop that inside part. They're like super soft.
Yep.
I put in a bowl. You could even strain it, get the juice. The juice is unbelievable. There's so much of it.
And so, what is one of these melons going for in your store right now?
We have them. We have them anywhere from, I think the cheapest we've gone down to is like, say we've had a couple extra, is like 300, 250 a melon.
Oh my God.
We try not to bring a ton of these in unless they're pre-ordered.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why it's expensive. I mean, this is not a melon for everybody, for sure. But wow. Okay, the flavor of this melon, first of all, I'll let Dan talk about it first. Dan, you want to jump in and tell us what you're facing there?
Well, so you get that nice, you got that definitely cantaloupe flavor, but it's like pronounced by a hunted. It's like
hunted.
A hunted. That sort of cantaloupe tang that you get is magnified so delicately. It's delicious. It's juicy as hell. I got my little cold. I like them cold. I don't know what's better. Is it better to be colder or a little room temperature? Like what's the proper temperature that you're supposed to eat melon?
I'd tell people you want it cold, but you got to balance it with getting it to the perfect ripeness. They ship it like 85-90% perfect ripe, but that last part you want to leave it out on the counter and just get it if it's not already there. And then you just want to throw it in the fridge right before you eat it so it chills back up. That's the perfect way.
This melon is unbelievable. I got to be honest with you. Like,
it's so...
The more and more I taste it, the more and more I want. Our friend Vanessa's chiming in, saying her mouth is watering. A vagabond's chiming in, excuse me, his mouth is watering like a gardening hose. Don't you give me that sexy talk. He said, that's a beaut. I'm telling you, this is... I don't even know how to describe the flavor of it. It's like a melon, but... like times 1,000. Where do you find something like this? Like, how do you come across this?
We started working with just like, maybe the first one was like strawberries or like sea urchin farmers and producers. But one producer usually like leads to another. And there's actually like probably dozens or hundreds of amazing producers out of Japan. And they just they almost just need somebody to represent them. But there's so much incredible stuff they make there.
But this melon's not for everybody. This is expensive melon. Like, this is something that you serve this for dessert, and that's it. That's what I would do. I wouldn't touch it. Jeffy, what are you getting?
What am I getting from this melon? Super sweet. It's the sweetest melon I've ever had.
See, and I only thought you said that to me, but I'm glad you said it about food too.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I said you have the sweetest cake, but this is the sweetest melon. I mean, I'm just blown away by how sweet and how ripe. It's like the most ripe melon and the most sweet melon. Like I feel like it's like
you've never tasted a melon this ripe.
That's what I mean. Like this is July melon, ice cold, Sunday morning. You know, like you know what I mean? Like it's just like the perfect moment melon. Like I feel like I'm being transported to every other decent melon I've ever had.
The texture of the melon is like when you put it in your mouth, it almost falls apart as opposed to you having to chew it. It's definitely super delicate. Where when you have a cantaloupe, I'm thinking about now as he was talking about, I was thinking about the last time I had a cantaloupe, you had that bite to it. Where this, you put it in your mouth, it kind of
melts.
It melts. It's almost sensual in a way. It's got me feeling good in all the right places. I mean,
what does that even mean?
I'm just saying, me and this cantaloupe.
Johnny, is this melon an aphrodisiac?
I'm in love.
I mean, yeah. My favorite part is like obviously the melon's good, but if you drink the juice after, it's so clean, and it's there's something about it, and it's nearly impossible to even imagine it without having it. That's the tough part.
Well, it's the more and more I cut it, the more and more that juice kind of comes to the surface of it. You know, you can really see it, which is great. Vagabond Chef's chiming in. It sounds like eating a farm-raised, sun-ripened peach versus the shit you buy at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chef, you're right. Very, very similar. But just imagine that peach being like the most ripest peach you've ever had in your life. Like this is next level stuff right here. This is crazy.
Like a New Jersey peach. Imagine a New Jersey peach.
Why would anybody want a New Jersey peach?
I think they're from New Jersey. Peaches,
No,
great
Delaware.
peaches.
Delaware,
man.
No, it's Jersey. I think South Jersey. Really good.
Kinda.
Don't nobody want your shit from Jersey. Johnny, if I find out you're buying shit from Jersey, we're not friends anymore.
What are you talking about, bro? There's lots of good shit in Jersey, man.
No, it's not.
Yeah, pork roll,
nothing. Traffic.
Pork roll.
Pork roll is Delaware also. Taylor pork roll.
Don't hate on Jersey.
Jersey, but Johnny, this is an amazing thing, and I can't thank you enough for sharing this with us and give us the opportunity to taste this. I mean, this is definitely something that I will be buying one of these from you, just serve for my special dinner at my client's house. But like for something like this, Dan, tell me something you can make with this. So how would you serve it, or give us a little background as a chef?
So I'd want this to be as pure as possible without disrupting the natural flavor of it, especially for what it is. There's a few different ways you can go. I mean, a simple, easy, like puree sorbet type thing, I think would be really good. I'd be afraid to break up the texture of it, so I'd almost want to eat it with like a really good vanilla ice cream. I think even just like that really cold melon and some vanilla ice cream, I think would almost just be it itself, because the sweetness of the melon would just be perfect. Like you get to make a really good vanilla ice cream and this melon just together, because that you get that sweetness. It almost be like a syrup, but it's this natural fruit flavor. Like you put fruit on a melon on a vanilla ice cream all the time.
I might not even do like a sweet ice cream. Maybe like a creme fraiche ice cream, something that's like not super sweet. But the creaminess to bring to the sweetness of the melon would have like turned it into something magical or something like that. I don't know. I feel like it needs a little acid. I feel like I would put like a little lime juice on it.
Like a carpaccio. I was thinking like slicing it thin, put it out on a plate. Yeah, like I said, a little lemon.
A little tiny bit of lime juice or something. Yeah, lemon.
Some texture.
Yeah.
Be good.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I would do with this is I would slice it, make sure it's beautifully clean. I would slice it into just chunks, and I would put in a pile on the plate, and then I'm going to take one small, longer piece of it, and I'm going to grill it, just to add a little of that char to the outside to balance out some of that sweetness or some of that like a little more of that alkaline to kind of just to balance it out a little bit. I also really want to make a cocktail out of this juice.
Oh yeah, you can definitely put something
really
anything
delicious,
in it,
summery like tequila and melon cocktail. Fuck me, that sounds incredible right now. Also, I would love to serve this melon as a side dish, just with a really nice piece of grilled chicken. I'm telling you, a nice piece of grilled chicken or grilled fish. Very plain. Don't get crazy on me. I'm talking like striper. I'm talking sea bass. I'm talking really simple halibut grilled fish with this on top of it. Like Dan was saying, sliced nice and thin would be beautiful. That's right. Firing in right now from who just put sorry, somebody that I was putting up too. Bill's chiming in on Facebook. You have to tell the run-of-the-mill home cook one thing they should occasionally do to make a splash. What would that be? I would say use salt. Use salt. Salt is your friend. Whenever you think you don't have you need more salt, add a little bit more to it. Always add a pinch more than what you think it is, because I promise you it'll do the trick for sure. And especially if you're using a product like this, I would even a pinch of salt to this is going to it's going to put you on the next level. Salt and melon are best friends. Jeffy, you're looking at me with the face.
I just want to say you could also just get yourself a little micro red vein sorrel. That'll pretty much elevate any dish. You just put a little bit on there and just chef's kiss, and people are going to be impressed. I'm telling you, neighbors will just look. All you have to do is people are going to go, "Whoa," and you're going to go, "All right." Red vein sorrel. It's gorgeous.
Johnny, I like to apologize for my friend Jeffy. He's just talking shit right now. A little bit of salt would be my tip right there for that. That's for sure. Be a little bit heavier handed with your salt. Seasoning is everything.
Do I get one?
No.
You go to your local market, you find their favorite rub, you use that at home. I promise you it'll be delicious.
And still salt your food.
It's already ready. It comes salted. You put it on there, and still, like Plum said, salt your food. Put a little bit of salt first, and then hit it with that spice. You don't love
anything you cook that comes out when you finish cooking it and hot, and it comes off the grill, it comes out of the oven, it comes out of the fryer, salted. Then that's when the salt sticks the most to it. Johnny, this melon is phenomenal, buddy.
Thank you so much.
It does feel almost like we stole from you, and I don't like
they're special. It's
Thank you so much, man.
Thank
Donald
you.
Good evening, gentlemen. What's up, Donald? How are you? So again, this melon, Dan, can you throw that picture up of that melon again for us? Japanese in origin, is that right, Johnny?
Yes.
And what they do is they as it grows, they cut all the other melons off and let it just let the plant focus on growing one. Is that right?
Yes. So all the energy goes to one instead of 5, 6, 7 different ones.
Are there companies that do like tomatoes like that too?
Probably. I mean, I know they're doing it with the strawberries.
Motherfuckers growing one strawberry on a plant?
I don't know.
Like just one little strawberry?
I know it's like a common-ish thing, but the only ones who do it are the Japanese, and that's kind of how you get these crazy prices.
Well, I know that like here at my own house, my wife's in the garden. Like for instance, like our zucchinis and certain, she'll trim them back and make them. Tomatoes she'll do. She won't cut them all, but she'll cut them back so they focus on just growing what's there, as opposed to those little like pieces that come off. It's the shoots that come off the sides. Yeah, trim all that back. But this is like a whole different level of trimming it back.
Yes. Yeah. And then farmers too, like they kind of risk like get a bad harvest or a fungus on the plant. But they, definitely taking more risk than usual.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Right, this is some information here on this melon. I can't see that. I don't have glasses, but what you got on there, Dan? Can you tell?
Let me see. Hold on, I'm lost. I was searching some stuff, and I lost myself.
Oh, that's all right, man. We can do it. Jeff, can you read that or no?
Yeah, I actually have a copy of it that I can look at a little closer, and then I can read it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Guide to perfect.
So basically, this is a guide for the perfect ripeness. So there's like a picture there, and it breaks down the whole firm to normal to soft. It says chill for 2 to 3 hours before you're going to eat it. Store it at room temperature. And it says once cut, make sure you put it in the refrigerator.
All right, that's good. I was off refrigerator makes it like not good, but there you go.
No, honestly, I've bought these a few times from Johnny now, and I'll keep them in the fridge longer if I want to keep them less ripe, and then pull them out for a day before I serve it, and then put it back in the fridge. So I'll leave it on the counter overnight, one night, and then put it back in the fridge to get cold before I serve it. And it's always like money perfect.
Coming in on Facebook, my friend Vanessa, a question for Johnny. Would you consider yourself a networker or someone who puts a lot of effort into networking since you're in touch with so many vendors? Great question.
Yes, I would definitely. A lot of the times, or sometimes chefs are looking for things. We might not have it. And so we'll even connect them to other companies directly, especially if it's like short timeline.
Right.
We really just want to help the chef. And then like long-term, pretty much help them however we can. So you end up, you meet farmers, suppliers, definitely a lot of different situations. Yeah.
No doubt.
And most important is getting customer what they're looking for, even if we don't sell it to them.
And you'll also help home cooks. Like if some home cook comes in, wants to have a special night, and you convince them, hey, get this melon, they want to get it. You'll say, listen, here's the best way to serve this, right? And since I said it, Jeff and Dan both said it, how would you recommend something like this melon?
I would just you want to taste it like for what I think you definitely need to taste it for what it is. But then there's enough of it that you can kind of like, say it's like you're serving it to 4 people. That melon, you have enough of it, you can prepare it a few different ways. For me personally, I just serve it pure, also because that's like almost the most I can do, not being a chef. But you want to kind of just like when you guys you taste how sweet and juicy it is.
Unbelievable.
If you're able to make an ice cream out of it, I know a lot of chefs in Japan do that. You could, I guess, a bunch of different things, but that simple for me. And it's a treat. You just give little pieces, let them savor the flavor, and then you can have leftovers for like 3 days. I've eaten it for 3 days straight.
Well, not us. We're American fucking giant chefs. So we're like, oh, melon, let's eat that shit. We're eating that. Jeff,
it's good for you. It's good for you. You can eat it
all night. He just takes a bite out of it.
That would be so good in the Paco jet. That would come out. It would be like the most banging sorbet. Just like freeze it and spin it, and it would come out so good. Or a Ninja Creamy if you guys get one of those. That thing's badass. We have one at my house. I love it. I think that melon would be ridiculous in that thing.
Man.
There's local ice cream place, so like little sip and soda. They do like burgers and stuff.
Yeah, we know sip and soda.
So I gave them 2 of them. So we're gonna try and make a melon ice cream. We're gonna sell it in the store once it's done.
What?
So that'll be cool.
Yeah. By the scoop.
Amazing.
It's gonna have to be $30 a scoop.
Exactly.
Yeah, no kidding. But
we'll have to make what. I think I have a fish waffle. We can do like a fish waffle, and we'll do like a scoop of it. The Japanese waffles. You know what I'm talking about? It looks like a fish. I think I have that somewhere. I'll look in my basement. If I have it, I'll bring it over. It'll be great.
Find it out the basement.
That's so sick.
A bit off topic. Bill's chiming in on Facebook. We'll answer Bill though. At home, do you guys shop each day or plan for the week, or just wing it based on what you have on hand? Ever use canned vegetables? Use leftovers for a new dish next day? Sorry if I'm going off topic here. Bill, you get 1 question per message on Facebook, and this is like 9. I'm just kidding, buddy. I basically shop. I shop as needed. I don't think far enough ahead because it would be great if I could, but I don't think that far enough ahead. So, I want to make this tonight. I'll get the shit to go make it. Canned vegetables. I prefer canned over frozen. If you're asking me,
really?
Yeah. Frozen has too much water in them. And then leftover dish. Yeah, leftovers for next day. Absolutely. Jeffy's working on a whole new book about using leftovers the next day. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I tend to shop for the week a lot. We try to budget that in a lot of times, and we try to plan meals just because it makes my wife happy.
Yeah.
So we do that at home. And at work, I tend to just shop daily.
That's all I do, to shop daily. And Dan, you encourage people to shop daily. Come by the pantry in Fairfield to shop daily. Johnny says, shop daily. Come by and see us.
Yes.
At the market. Come hang out
Come
with
on
us.
Through every day.
Farm and Forage Market. Come see us. We'll shop daily. That's what we want to have right there. Dan, get those plugs out there for Johnny, man.
Absolutely. Johnny, first of all, you can go to IG. We got Street Leaf Johnny. Check him out. My man. Then you got the Farm and Forage Market. farmandforagemarket.com. 36 Hamilton Road, Southampton, New York. Yo, you have to go check him out. He's more than just cantaloupes. My man got it all. Fire mushrooms. Yo, he's bringing the big meat on. He's bringing the vegetables from the local farms. My dude ain't playing. Yo, you got to go check him out.
It's exciting, Johnny, man. I can't wait to come see the store, come through there and see what's going on. You got some great stuff. And Johnny's going to work with us all summer long. We're really excited about that. We're going to do some content using some of this stuff. We're going to do some pretty badass things and use some stuff for clients and just get some great content, some UGC as they call it. We're going to put some out there for Johnny and some of the new stuff out there. So we're really, really excited about it. Great
Can I ask
stuff.
Johnny? Can we ask him real quick before we let him go? I just wanted to ask him about his the prepared foods. You're making prepared foods this year. Like you're gonna do a lot more stuff that's like grab and go for people who want to like stop in and get like a bite to eat and stuff. And that's really great for me as a chef when I'm shopping. It's like I like to know that I can get like something that's going to be delicious as well. Like it's a twofer. If I could like stop in someplace and you're going to make something badass. That's why shopping at the pantry is great when I'm in Connecticut because there's always fucking something. I know I'm going to get something delicious as well as get awesome. Yeah, that Duroc pork chop. We can't. We bear put a couple of those ones. But so can you tell me any of the dishes that you're looking forward to, or anything that you're looking forward to putting out that like we can look forward to seeing maybe or anything like that?
Wow, looking forward there, Jesse.
We're doing a ton of it. Basically the theme we're trying to do from the farms, but organic, like sustainable, no seed oils. So if chefs are picking stuff up for themselves or for the families, we're doing cheese boards, we're doing chicken salad, egg salad, all little things you just put out. Today we did chicken meatballs. Our chef Anna Lembo, she's a private chef primarily, and so she really pays attention to what a lot of the families want to eat. Chicken fingers, we do them in avocado oil, so they're really freaking good. Organic chicken, but you can enjoy it, and like basically everybody's kind of happy. And
great.
We do a lot of gluten-free and vegan. We're gonna do that now that we're open.
I mean, you got so many mushrooms, you got to, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. Looking forward to it. And the store is now open. Are we doing a grand opening or what are we doing?
We're going to do a grand opening, I think, in a couple weeks. We're just doing soft opening now. So everybody can come in Wednesday to Sunday, 10 to 6. And then we're still stocking the shelves, but we have like half the stuff we usually have.
Nice.
So come by if you guys are around. And then by Memorial Day, we'll be open fully.
Bro, I'm going to be at that Dance Taste Rosé Soiree. Come see us. Come hang out with us.
I will. That's amazing.
It's going to be awesome. Johnny, you are the man. You are a legend in this industry.
Hell yeah.
Continues to build and build and build. Cannot wait. We're going to have such a fun summer. I mean, just showcasing some amazing products and coming by and seeing the new store. It looks beautiful. Dan, you got a couple pictures of the store you can throw up there, right?
Yeah, there's a few.
He's got a couple pictures you can throw up there so we can see what it looks like, man. I'm excited about it. I'll tell you, Johnny, you're a guy who I think I just wish the best of luck. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at that right there. Boom. Awesome stuff right there. Beautiful store. If you're in Southampton, New York, in the area, even New York City, come by and see Johnny. Reach out to Johnny on Instagram at StreetLeafsJohnny if you want something. You never know. He might say, I can get that over to you. Our friend Vanessa's chiming in. Enjoy listening to the chat, Johnny. Wish you much success and luck. There you go. Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you so much.
Listen, buddy, I can't wait. Like I said, we're going to have a lot of great content this summer. I'm very excited about it, man. We appreciate your support of the show, and we can't wait to do some fun stuff with some of the stuff. I mean, this melon, are you kidding me? If I had a kiddie pool full of this melon juice, I might have more children.
I'm saving half. I got half to bring up to my wife.
Oh, you're gonna take her
try to
some?
make babies?
Yeah. We about to sit down and I'm gonna eat melon off of something. It's
Whoa. Okay, wait, hang on.
Let you know.
It's a baby making melon. I just found it out. This is crazy. Woo.
Johnny, do you ever get? We actually have the last shipment of mushrooms that Johnny got, and we have video of Johnny when the mushrooms came in. If you guys want to see that, you see how he reacts.
Big bucks, no whammy, stop it,
I guess those mushrooms got wet there. Sorry about that, Johnny. I wish they didn't. Johnny, also, can you start carrying these in the store? Like we did the New York Hot Sauce Expo, and Jeffy found these, and we thought they were great. You can just hang on. There's Jeff, right? Hang out at the Hot Sauce Expo. But don't look at his cock. Look at this. There you go. The holsters. Like,
I've seen this video.
You can carry those in the store or no?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
That's what I like to hear. There we go.
An artisan leather maker from somewhere in upstate New York.
That's it. I mean, shit, Johnny, we should talk about it, man. Work out some kind of fun cocktail hour thing, grand opening or opening party or something. That. I mean, we have a bunch of cocktail people, friends. I mean, our friends from American Metal Whiskey would love to come hang out with us. I'm sure we're doing that. So, I don't know. We'll talk. And like I said, I got a great concept. I got a great idea. We'll be in touch here tomorrow.
Cool. Thank you so much, guys.
You are the man,
You guys are
Johnny.
amazing.
This store looks incredible.
Farm and Forage.
Oh, do you need a theme song?
Yeah, we can work one
Dude,
out.
we don't have one.
Oh,
Yeah, we have,
oh
man.
I don't know if you've ever heard. Jeff is like the most amazing 80 and early 90s metal singer.
I would say amazing, but I can hold my own.
Good. It's pretty good.
Like Lenny, like right before he died for Motorhead. I'm pretty
okay. I mean, unless that's not the genre you're looking for, Johnny, we can change it up. If you're looking for hip hop, we got a hip hop guy. We got the whole thing.
Yeah, I also do a little R&B. I have a great falsetto.
No, we can do reggaeton, mix it in. We do whatever.
Wait, can we hear some of Jeffy's falsetto? Can you just say the name of the store in a falsetto?
Okay. Farm and Forage.
That's pretty good.
I would pay for that.
There we go. There's all right. Make check out Farm and Forage.
Thank you.
Awesome store. Johnny's doing his thing. We'll be around him all summer long. Johnny, you are the man. We appreciate the hell out of you.
Thank you so much. You guys
ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Street Leads Johnny. There he goes.
Woo! Yeah.
Johnny. There he goes. Very excited for him, man. Excited for some of the fun content we're going to make this summer with him, too.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
That melon is sexy as fuck.
I told you guys that melon's amazing. I was so thankful that I couldn't believe he was giving it to us. He's like, I want to give you a melon. I'm like, a whole melon? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, a whole melon? I just kept being like, and then I was like, are you bullshitting me? Are these really cheap? And you just like tell me they're worth $300? Be honest.
Yeah, right.
I'm just teasing. But yeah, but I was really thankful. And it was awesome. And I'm glad we all got to try that. It was
absolutely
a special thing.
Vagabond Chef's chiming in and saying, I got 5 on it. There it is.
Oh. I got 5 on it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Excited for Johnny. Good human being, man. Good brother right there. Love this. I just want all the success in the world for him. Oh, Jeffy, what's that face?
Because I think I got it.
Oh, let's hear it.
It's a Farm and Forage Market and Chef's Pantry.
Do you want some music behind that?
I don't know.
Let's say
I gotta work
forage.
on it.
Forage.
Yeah. We're still working out. We're working out.
Oh, here you
go. I'm still working on it. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is a dumpster burning.
Here we go. This is
brought to you by Dumpster Fire.
Here you go. See this one.
Oh, Farm and Forage. Oh.
When we do a read for him this summer, we might do it with this music in the background. How about this one?
Shut up, dummy.
All right.
That's the one. Yep, that's the one.
And Bill's
man, I got to work on that.
Great melons are priceless. You're right, Bill, but I disagree. You can get a great melon for $300.
It's true.
There we go.
It's true. They're not priceless anymore.
All right, here. Last chance, Jeffy. Here you go. Get everyone to hear this one.
For the percolator. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator.
Farm and Forage. Farm and Forage. Farm and Forage. Farm and Forage. Market Farm and Forage. Market Farm and Forage. Market Farm and Forage.
We got melon.
Market Farm and Forage.
Mushrooms.
Market Farm and Forage.
Truffles.
Market Farm and Forage.
Raspberries.
Market Farm and Forage.
Sandwiches.
Market Farm and Forage. Market. Ooh. Chef's Pantry. Chef's Pantry. Farm and Forage, Chef's Pantry. Farm and Forage, market for me. Chef's Pantry, Farm and Forage. Here we go in Southampton.
If I just let him go, he'll keep going. He'll keep going. I'll stop. He'll just keep going.
Oh,
that's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, I gotta say, guys, you're welcome.
There we go.
Whoa.
Vanessa's laughing, and she also just chimes in and says, "Great melons." And somehow Vanessa has figured out how to make breasts or great melons out of keystrokes, which is incredible. Listen,
I'm with it.
So now I see it.
Anytime you can make boobs.
All right, and then we can also do this song too, Jeffy. Right, one more.
Hulkamania, Hulkamania, Hulk.
Oh, that's not the right one.
What? How am I gonna do that?
That's not the right one. Never mind.
Oh, that last one was golden. I just feel like, I mean, if we're gonna do like a, it's too mysterious.
When you want best ingredients, the best price, and you want to be a chef, none other. You want to put something on a plate that simply scares the competition. When you want to have that best truffle you've ever had, you know where to go.
Forage Marketplace. Forage.
Don't be scared. Come see us.
Whoa. It was getting cosmic there.
This is another level. I was waiting for Dan
Barbarella.
to chime in like a kazoo or something. He gave us nothing.
Something.
And I didn't give you nothing. I didn't want to step on anybody's toes. You guys were just hitting it on every level.
Yeah, that's
It was coming from left. It was coming from right. You guys were just. They just got inside.
It's a lot of power.
Oh, here we go. One more time. We'll give it to before we sign off, and that's just chiming in. What do you guys think about Epicurious on YouTube? Yes, I'm very familiar with Epicurious. It's a great channel. Great channel. Anything you can watch food stuff from and learn something from, fantastic. Anything that inspires you to do more with food, fantastic. I don't have a problem with any of that stuff. Jeffy, what do you got?
About Epicurious?
Yeah,
I used to love the magazine. I haven't really watched the channel, honestly. But I used to love the magazine.
I've seen a few excerpts. I believe I think I follow him at IG, so I've seen like some of the like shared stuff that he put on there.
Yeah, Vanessa loves them. She thinks it's great. So I agree.
I'm going to look into it. I'm going to check them out.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just one more time, just for everybody else. There you go.
Look at those.
One time. There we go. Hey, big shout out to our friend Street Leaves Johnny and his new store. We're very, very excited about him. Dan, put those plugs there for Johnny one more time for the new store down in Southampton.
So you got this.
Boom.
You got the store. There's some store pictures
plugs.
up there.
You got to tell us where they at, how to get to them, give you the info.
Oh, yeah. Street Leaf Johnny. Yo, you got to check him out. My dude's doing big things. FarmandForageMarket.com. Check him out. Street Leaf Johnny and IG. Yo, my dude's doing it big.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check the store
out.
I cannot wait for the new store to open up. Lots of great stuff. For Chef Jeffy, for Chef Dan, my name is Chef Plum. We appreciate the hell out of you guys taking some time here on a Thursday night to hang out with us. We have a great time. We appreciate the hell out of you guys. Friends, remember, food is one of the most important things we have in life. Everything important in life revolves around food. Let's make sure we give the time it deserves. And don't forget, a great melon is priceless. That's all I want to say, right? Does that make sense? Priceless. We're not doing any more. It's no more of that.
300. 300. 300. 250
right.
if you buy two.
That's right. For Chef Jeffy, for Chef Dan, for Chef Plum. Shout out to our friend Street Leaves Johnny in the brand new store opening up this already open this week, having a soft opening. Cannot wait to check them out. Find them on Instagram, Street Leaves Johnny, Farm and Forage Market in Southampton. We'll see you guys next week right here on Plumluvfoods Live. Have a great night, friends.
I'm the tower of power, too sweet to be sour. I'm funky like a monkey. Sky's the limit and space is the place.
Thank you for listening to Plumluvfoods Live. See you next week, good brothers and sisters.
Do you think I'm crazy?